with Bob tonight, 6 to 8 p.m. Me.
NBA's back tonight, too, starting tonight.
Yep. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. Oh, the take's Pat Eagan right now. I totally forgot.
No, you didn't.
That's it. Oh, he's unfollowing me.
Yeah, and people want to know why I don't say hello to Bob when I say hello.
Hi, Pat.
Hi, Pat.
Anyway,
I'm sorry.
We'll move
I
on.
feel horrible.
Sometimes rejection sucks, right? I mean, you think you like somebody and they don't like you as much as you thought.
Like you and Bob's relationship?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, it's awkward if it's, say, a relationship and, you text that person to get the age-old, who is this? That's the worst. Or if it's a coworker and you find out that the coworker that you thought you were friends with unfollowed you on Twitter. And that's what happened to Jamie Lynch.
Wow.
Jamie Lynch was simply trying to do his job, come up with a great bit for the show that he works on. When he found out that his coworker, co-host, but apparently not co-friend, was actually his friend, Bob Cooney had unfollowed James E. Lynch from Twitter.
Yeah.
Jamie felt betrayed, coming to his small friend Pat Eagan looking for guidance and what to do. Pat told him, look, man, just talk to the guy. And Bob actually tried to play it off like it wasn't his fault. Bob is wrong.
It's awkward in here today, Pat. I'm trying to power through and fight on, but it's hard.
I don't know how you can. Living in a pack of lies right now,
Here
a
he is,
studio
like
of lies.
6 feet away from me, divided by plexiglass.
Yeah, he's being quiet all of a sudden.
It's just
I
weird.
didn't unfollow him. I don't know how it happened. I didn't unfollow
Here we go.
Jamie.
Oh, I didn't unfollow him.
I didn't ever sit out
So you
to look
didn't-
up Jamie and hit unfollow.
Did Jenna
I've never
Cooney
done that.
Have your phone yesterday?
I don't know if somebody
Maybe
did it
Jenna
messing
Cooney's-
around. I don't know if the Twitter universe got into my. I don't know.
I'm going to go with Jenna Cooney sabotaging.
I would never unfollow
You're
Jamie.
unfollowing coworkers, which is better than blocking them, but you're unfollowing coworkers. You are skipping benchmark staples of the show, like all the takes,
Jeez.
talk about Sacramento, your most hated city. How are we as your coworkers supposed to take that?
I don't know.
Will-
If I had an
Bob?
apology to give, I would give it, but that would admit guilt. I didn't do anything wrong.
Bob, we'll move on. Okay?
Sacramento's not in Southern California. You're getting ripped on Twitter, by the way.
Wait, I thought Sacramento was down inland from San Diego.
No, it's right near San Fran.
know where Sacramento is, you moron.
I don't want to take away from all the takes because I already did that for the first 5 minutes.
All right, whatever.
Guys,
My California knowledge sucks then. I swore I passed it.
Guys, the boys are back. That's right. Radek Bonk, Anson Carter, Eric Daze, Andres Nodal. The Stars are back. The puck drops January 13th. Flyers will hoist the cup sometime in July, but the NHL's biggest stars might be left out in the cold. I'm talking about Gritty. Gritty
Yeah,
wasn't
this is messed
allowed
up.
in the Toronto bubble. And yet the most recent example that the league hates the Flyers and wants them to lose, the Flyers lost in the second round because they didn't have their spirit animal there to bestow wisdom, energy, motivation upon the team. And Gritty isn't about to let that happen again. The league's best mascot took to Twitter to make the case that he needs to be there, not just for the Flyers, but for the sport of hockey. He tweeted out a photo of the pros and cons to allowing him in to the games, and the pros were many. The cons were few. The first was he doesn't look clean, and the other was he has swimmer's ear. Understandable. So, let's get this trending. Hashtag free Gritty, because we have to kick off 2021 right, and that includes Gritty in the building.
Gritty needs to be in the building. It's gotten to the point where Kevin Hayes says he'll protest the season if Gritty's not there.
Is that what the NHL wants?
Wow.
Players
You
protesting?
don't want players
that.
holding out. Just get Gritty's grimy ass in the building. The sport does need him.
I'm with you. This is ridiculous.
Why would this even be a second of
Not just the sport, the city.
Yeah, like
the
if this is
state, the country needs
if
Gritty.
this is the Calgary Flames Coyote, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Free Gritty.
barely a mascot. But yeah, free Gritty. He needs to be there. I think we all know that the Flyers would be Stanley Cup champions if the league had allowed him into the Toronto bubble. Apparently, he tried to get in. He was rejected. It's wrong. What the league is doing to the Flyers is wrong. They need to rectify it immediately. So get that trending on Twitter, hashtag free Gritty. And yeah, tag us in it, I guess.
Yes, tag us in.
You may
Tag Eagan in.
You may have forgotten about ultimate scumbag Martin Shkreli, and if you're one of them, then I envy you. Shkreli was nicknamed Farmer Bro because he jacked up the prices of AIDS medicine to an ungodly rate. He doubled down on being a complete piece of crap by buying the Wu-Tang album that was auctioned off. listening to it once and then destroying it. Now, eventually, though, karma caught up with the guy, and he got sentenced to 7 years in a federal prison for securities fraud. The man they call Ratface is currently holding someone's pocket, trying not to get his stuff pounded in. But he's back in the news because somehow, and I'm not quite sure how this happened, but what in the world? Okay, Vox Pro's not working. Great.
Oh, okay.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, it was a weird.
I thought you had something special.
No,
coming
it was a weird sound that was being played.
Yeah.
Here we go. Now it'll work. The dude found love in prison. Christine Smythe was a journalist from Bloomberg and was doing stories on Shkreli. But as he tickled her eardrums with stories of taking advantage of AIDS patients, something beautiful happened. A relationship blossomed. Problem is, Smythe was married. But when you see a punchable face like Shkreli and he seems interested, you drop everything in your life for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. She discussed the relationship in a recent article with Elle magazine. She fell in love with the man who looks like a young Clint Howard, left her husband, moved into a small Brooklyn apartment, and started making frequent trips to his cell in Pennsylvania. Things even got pretty hot and heavy as she kissed the real-life version of Gollum on the lips and everything. She started writing...
Sinner.
She started writing Christine Shkreli in her Trapper Keeper and was ready and planning a beautiful ceremony in Cell Block C. But apparently, the article came out and Shkreli realized this was bad. Stage 5 clinger and all. The dude listened to the Wu-Tang album and no one else heard it. And that's going to get you some women. No one wants to be tied down in a relationship while in prison. Shkreli being a part of that. Shkreli wanted to play the field. He released a statement ending things, saying he wished Smythe nothing but the best. So to recap, successful writer with a marriage and a family, great New York house, falls in love with the guy who looks like a butthole. She leaves her husband, moves into a closet, starts driving to prison to meet this.
I think he's an ass face.
And he breaks up with her. Real rough ending for 2020 for Smythe, but here's the tie-in. With Shkreli back in the news, Jeff Passan tweeted out that Rays pitcher Tyler Glasnow would look at pictures of Shkreli before games to pump himself up.
Damn it, I don't know what it is about your face, but I want to deliver one of these right in your suck hole. If you don't change your face, I'm going to change it for you.
Yeah, he wanted to pound the dude's face in and took it out.
That's a real story?
Yeah.
Passan actually tweeted that?
No, and I'll tell you in a second, right? So he wanted to pound the dude's face, but he had to use the catcher's mitt. So don't forget, ladies, the man is newly single, ready to mingle in 2023. To answer your question real quick, it is, in fact, a real story. I actually texted Jeff when I said in my text, hey, man, I never do this other than to get people on, but I need to know, was that story legit, or did you just kind of roll with a joke? And he goes, no, 100% it was legit.
Wow.
So I was able to confirm that, no, Tyler Glasnow, the pitcher for the Rays,
very good pitcher.
yeah, would look at this dude's face to get enraged and then go out and pitch gems.
That's pretty funny.
So,
wow.
I mean, he is that hateable of a face, so I kind of get
Yeah.
it, but wherever you get your motivation, right?
That's right. Yeah. Find it where you can get it.
yeah, he's got a rat face. All right, birthdays today. Phillies legend Steve Carlton celebrates a birthday
Lefty.
today. Yeah, he was pretty good. And I forgot one yesterday. I didn't just forget Adam Schefter's. I dropped the ball entirely from
yeah.
6A to 10A.
You did.
I forgot our own boss, Chuck D'Amico. He turned 39 years old, so happy birthday
How
to Chuck.
dare you.
Yesterday was the anniversary of his 39th birthday.
Events on this day in 1894.
Wait, that's it for birthdays?
Unless you have another one.
It's the baby's birthday.
Events today in 1980.
And
Megan Trainor. Just saying. Pat,
Events today in
All about
1894,
the bass.
one day after James Naismith was teaching a class at Balsahart University, the United States Golf Association was founded. So back-to-back big days for the sports world.
Wow,
Wow, how about
that is
that?
pretty monster days.
we didn't really hit on the golf world about Charlie Woods.
Do you know you can bet on
love
Charlie Woods'
How
first
old?
major when he's on the tour? Like,
Unbelievable.
There's all these prop bets about him now.
Yeah.
There's no doubt he's making the tour.
It was kind of depressing watching an 11-year-old out clubbing me when they would give his club for yardage.
Somebody asked me on air Saturday if Charlie Woods gave me 15 to 20 strokes, could I beat him? And I was like, oh, God, no.
No.
I would need probably 25 to make it fairly competitive, 30 probably more likely.
He just won a tournament shooting 3 under on 9 holes.
Yeah.
So, no, we're not coming
He
close.
would smoke me.
Yeah.
In
What else you got,
1995, Anheuser-Busch agreed to sell the Cardinals for $150 million. That's a steal.
That is a steal for old Augie Bush and the boys down there. And as Doc Rivers calls, we will put an end to all
Yes.
the takes.
Because Eagan is double dutying it and getting on the line. The basketball coach. Pat? And?
Then that's all it takes. Go to Doc.
All right, there we go. All right, very excited.